All right, what's going on, everyone? Jumping right in here. Thanks for the wait. Trying to get the internet loading on my side because I want to see what Jerome Powell says here, but for some reason my YouTube, not your YouTube is fine. You're watching me, but I want to get Jerome Powell up here and to kind of like listen to what he's saying. So see if he's probably not going to be on time anyways, but let's hear. What up, Troy?
What up?
What up, dog? I'm trying to get Meet Kevin up here. I like his take on this stuff. He's on stage, so he has hit the stage. I see that. Was really boring today. Yeah, it's about to maybe get exciting. We'll see. But I got something. You guys are looking at the chart. Notice a little something different, eh? Dude, I don't know if this is my internet or what. Can you hear me okay, Troy? Dude, this is whack. This is very whack.
I can hear you.
This is messed up, man. I don't know if it's just like Meet Kevin messing my stuff up. This is ridiculous. I can't even load anything.
As a whole,
there we go. Now it's working.
Looks to have risen above 2%, bolstered by resilient consumers.
See if that works.
Investment in equipment and intangibles
appears
to have slowed in the fourth quarter, but was strong for the year overall. Following weakness in the middle of last year, activity in the housing sector seems to have...
What's up, guys?
Can you like put what they're saying on the screen, like so we can all listen?
You talking to me?
Yeah, like can we put Jerome Powell or
absolutely. My freaking internet keeps this is bullshit. It just keeps freezing. I don't know if it's because I'm in the control room with you as well or what, man, but it's just like not letting me do anything right now. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm gonna watch on my phone. I'm charging my phone. Shit. All right, hold on. Audible.
All right, it's on stage.
He's been on stage.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. It's freaking bullshit, man. All right, here we go.
Inflation expectations appear to remain well anchored, as reflected in a broad range of surveys of households, businesses, and forecasters, as well as measures from financial markets. Our monetary policy actions are guided by a dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. We see the risks to achieving our employment and inflation goals as being roughly in balance, and we are attentive to the risks on both sides of our mandate. Over the course of our 3 previous meetings, we lowered our policy rate by a full percentage point from its peak. That recalibration of our policy stance was appropriate.
Is there a reason why Trump is live right now? Is this true? He's live right now at the same time as Jerome Powell. Is this a joke?
And the economy remaining strong.
No, he's live. Trump is live right now. If you don't think that's on purpose, there's a reason.
At today's meeting, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 4.25%.
Hey guys, my name is Harris Heller, and I've been a full-time.
We know.
I want to throw a freaking rock at my computer right now. It's bullshit. This is such bullshit. I can't even skip ads. This is bullshit. Sorry guys, but this freaking crap. Total crap.
We don't want to hear about your problems, man. We just want to know when to buy.
Dirty mouth. Damn it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna get out of that. Let's go over here.
As the economy
evolves, one more freaking time. Okay, I think I figured it out. All right, we're good. We're good. All right.
Sustainably toward 2%, we can maintain policy restraint for longer.
This is pretty boring so far.
If the labor market were to weaken
Agreed.
unexpectedly,
It's boring. Price action too.
quickly than anticipated,
I can't turn up the freaking volume. Oh my god, I want to punch my computer right now. I don't know what is happening. Just everything keeps freezing. I don't know if it's my internet or what, dude. Google Chrome. I'm gonna have to like shut down Google Chrome and reopen it. I'm not really sure what's up. I already hit target for the day. I'm not really worried about that. I'm more looking to get into something else, dog. Let's go. Hey, what happens if I exit this room? Can you hear me? I'm going to exit this control room. You still there? Can you hear me? I think you're going to hear me in the playback, but not real time. But you're probably not listening to playback, so you're not hearing me. Okay, great. Doesn't work. Damn it. Dude. Epic fail, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. Now you can hear me, yeah? No?
15.
Yeah, he doesn't hear me. Okay. I think it's this control room, bro. It's just no bueno. History. Ron Powell. Meet Kevin. Here we go.
Yeah,
It's probably going to be fine now. It's when I activate everything in this control room, it's like my computer just can't handle it. Can't handle the truth, bro. Well, if anyone has any real good ideas on the computer I should get next, I'm about to throw this one in the freaking trash, man. So if you have any ideas on the computer I should get, just let me know. I'm over it.
Secondly, what is your response to that? And third, what effect, if anything, if any, does a president making these kind of remarks have on policy? Thank you.
Here it is.
3 questions. I'm seeing it really as one.
God dang it, dude. I can't stream. Like, I don't know what the hell the problem is, but it just will not let me stream. So pissed off right now. It's annoying.
Promotes our maximum employment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna listen from my
to achieve
phone.
our
Sorry,
goals
but
and really keeping our heads down and doing our work, and that's how we best serve the public.
lame.
I've had no contact. Thanks.
I've had no contact. Interesting.
Nick Timmeros, The Wall Street Journal.
Talk about Trump.
Chair Powell, you and several of your colleagues said around time that your policy stance was meaningfully restrictive. Given economic and financial market development since then, how has your confidence changed in an assessment that says interest rates are meaningfully restrictive?
I don't think that my assessment really has changed. I mean, a couple of things have happened. We've gotten more strong data, but we've also seen rates move up at the long end, which could represent a tightening in financial conditions. I think if we look back over the past year or so, we can see that policy is restrictive. If you look at the effect of high rates on interest-sensitive spending, for example, in housing, and if you look at the achievement of our goal variables, we're seeing the economy move toward 2% inflation and has moved largely to maximum employment. So
Powell's about to get contacted
at the movement toward the goal variables to make that assessment. Now,
All right, guys, smash the like button if you think price is going to move off this news. Let's go, guys.
Less restrictive. And for that reason, we're going to be focusing on seeing real progress on inflation, or alternatively some weakness in the labor market before we consider making adjustments.
If I could follow up, does the economy here warrant meaningfully restrictive interest rates? And would you judge interest rates to still be meaningfully restrictive if you were to lower them by another quarter point?
Bitcoin making a comeback here.
I think our policy stance is very well
Popping up to
calibrated, as I
102.
mentioned, to balance the achievement of our two goals. We want policy to be restrictive enough to continue to foster further progress toward a 2% inflation goal. At the same time, we don't need to see further weakening in the labor market to achieve that goal. And that's kind of what we've been getting. The labor market has really been broadly stable. The unemployment rate has been broadly stable now for 6 months. Conditions seem to be broadly in balance. And I'd say you look at the last couple of inflation readings and you see...
Look at that shelf,
we don't
boys and girls. I have not
good
touched
readings
this
to bad
chart
readings,
since
but
yesterday.
nonetheless, the last couple of readings
With
have
these
suggested,
shelves, with these ranges, the
more
circle that I
positive
put down here this morning.
I think policy is well...
Perfect bounce off the shelf on a higher time frame. Nice W pattern forming, V-shaped recovery. Got volume flow turning up.
How should we interpret the removal of the line from the statement?
Not sold on it yet, though.
Towards the 2%
Just letting you know.
goal? Is that no longer the case?
Definitely not sold on it yet.
So let me look. If you just look at the first paragraph,
Great
we got
bounce
a
right there,
little bit
though.
of language cleanup
Look at
there.
that.
We took out a reference to since earlier.
1 hour time
here
frame.
as it related to the labor market.
Where's Troy?
And
You in
just
here, bud?
chose to
What's going on,
shorten
man?
That sentence. Again, I mean, if you look at the sort of intermeeting data, it was good, and there was another inflation reading, I guess, just before the December meeting. So we've got two good readings in a row that are consistent with 2%.
Hell yeah, bro.
Again,
That's what's up.
We're not going to over
7-0 on scalp. Shout out to Nick.
but this was not meant to
Holding
set
it
the
down.
signal. Other than this,
You better not be leaving our group, bro.
away from all of this
You ain't got no reason to leave now.
to achieve
I told you, man.
inflation goal.
It's fire, bro.
Bitcoin pump.
It's fire.
Michael Saylor's buying.
Michael Saylor's buying. That's funny.
Which has in part been linked to tariff concerns. But there's also
Come on, guys. Smash the like button. Let's get it going. Get the YouTube algorithm going. Let's go.
So how would you
Price is pumping, so should the channel. Let's go.
Especially those tied to policies related to the Trump administration?
Well, I'd say you see expectations.
We're inside of the first 15-minute range. We break the highs, we're going to be out of here.
Really matters, and those could
Like,
be related
it's bye-bye,
to
Felicia,
some
bye.
of the new policies
Look, I mean, this is a crazy little pump. It could be the manipulation leg, so we got to be careful of that.
of
But honestly, guys,
what policies are enacted.
if she breaks that 15-minute range, we out.
What will happen with tariffs? with
And,
immigration,
you know, I just think
with
you're just
fiscal policy, and
Back to
with
waiting to see.
regulatory policy.
back to waiting to see.
We're
Okay.
only just beginning to see them. Actually, are
Yo, 8 likes, 19 people. What am I? Is the thing like not lining up here? Come on, guys. Let's go.
Can even begin to make a
Let's go. Let's do it.
assessment of what their implications
Take
would
the
be.
hammer and smash, baby. Let's go. Let's get this algorithm turned up.
No different than any other.
We're already winning today. Like, if you missed this morning's live stream, you missed the win. If you missed yesterday, it was 6 wins. If you missed the day before that, it was 8 wins. If you missed last week, it was all winning all week. If you missed the week before that, it was all winning all week. What do I gotta do
Policy response should be.
to get a like out of you?
Yeah, look, this is what we put on bingo. He walks back tariff anticipation plan. He just did that, and that would be good. He just did it.
Television and radio. You and your colleagues normally condition policy.
Watching on my
with the
phone.
phrase, if
I
the
can't-
economy develops
I can't stream it, sorry.
anticipate. Is it fair to say that since there's a lot unknown about what this administration's fiscal policies are actually going to be, that you don't have a medium to long-term economic forecast that you can have confidence in? Or if that's not true, can you lay out what you think is going to happen in the economy, how you see it developing?
Well, at all times, forecasts are conditional at a minimum on just a set of expectations, and they're highly uncertain in both directions. We know that economic forecasting is really difficult beyond just a month or two out. So in the current situation, there's probably some elevated uncertainty because of significant policy shifts in those 4 areas that I mentioned: tariffs, immigration, fiscal policy, and regulatory policy. So there's probably some additional uncertainty, but that should be passing. We should go through that, and then we'll be back to the regular amount of uncertainty. So, what forecasters are doing, not just us, but everybody's doing, is they've got sort of just a set of assumptions about what might happen, but they're really kind of in the nature of a placeholder, and meaning, plausible could be, but honestly, you wouldn't stand behind it because you just don't know, and so you're just on hold, waiting to see what comes down. It's a very large economy, and policies affected at the margin, but we're going to wait and see.
The idea that you feel the economy, that policy is restrictive, suggests that the Fed in general.
So when you look at the data that you are dependent on, are you looking for data that tell you that you can cut, or data that will tell you you should hold?
We're looking. It's more the other. The way it works is we are looking at the data to guide us. Should do, and that's what we do. And right now, we feel like we're in a very good place. Policy's well positioned. The economy's in quite a good place, actually, as well. And what we do expect is to see further progress on inflation. And as I mentioned, as we see that, or if we were to see weakening in the labor market, that could foster. We could then be in a position of making further adjustments. But right now, we don't see that, and we see things as in a really good place for policy and for the economy. And so we feel like we don't need to be in a hurry to make any adjustments.
Howard Schneider with Reuters. Thank you very much. In 2021 at a central bank conference, you said, quote, throughout my career in both public and private sectors, I've seen that the best and most successful organizations are often the ones that have a strong and persistent commitment to diversity and inclusion. These organizations consistently attract the best talent by investing in and retaining a world-class workforce.
That's
First question, do you still believe that? And if so, how do you intend to put that belief into practice while remaining consistent with the recent executive order prohibiting diversity and inclusion?
So let me say,
That's a messed up. I don't know if that's a great question.
Okay, so the second question
That's a tough one.
we are like we're reviewing the order,
Did I say that? What year was that? Was that when we were fighting over politics and like whether or not
with the executive orders as a
every white person was a racist? Oh, I mean, hold on. Did I say that?
can have anything more specific for you.
Good Lord, man. Come on.
Just to follow up quickly on that, I'm wondering how you're getting that to be consistent with the Dodd-Frank laws stipulations about maintaining an office of minority and women's inclusion.
So I did mention consistent with applicable law, right?
This is ridiculous. I know. Yeah.
I answered you at all.
Yeah. He doesn't like the diversity and inclusion.
What reassurance can you give?
Don't use what I said against me from years ago.
Independent
Oh.
of politics
All
of
of
this
it.
administration.
You know, as I've said countless times over the years, this is who we are. This is what we do. We study the data. We analyze how it will affect the outlook and the balance of risks, and we use our tools to try to, given our best understanding, our best thinking, try to achieve our goals. That's what we do. That's always what we do. Don't look for us to do anything else. And that's, you know, lots of research shows that's the best way for a central bank to operate. That'll give us the best possible chance to achieve these goals for the benefit of the American people. That's always what we're going to do, and people should have confidence in that, as I said a few minutes ago.
You said that the Fed is in wait-and-see mode based on the policies that come out of this administration. Has the Fed started to model what policies like mass deportations, changes in immigration policy specifically, would look like for the workforce and for inflation?
So one of the things our staff does is they look at a range of possible outcomes, and they tend to...
Hey, really nice. 3 scalps on the Nas. 7-day challenge says. Good job, Ishmael. That's what's up, bro.
You can look at
Don't overtrade. Okay.
their alternative simulations. So that's what they do. They do
I've been there. Look, I don't have any data in the background. Why don't you guys tell me?
alternative scenarios.
you guys are just, you just know. You're here every day. You already know. You know the drill.
The policymakers
There you go. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I had a lot of tech difficulties getting going today. My God. Crazy. This mic is about to fall off. It's going to be so funny if this mic just falls. Epic fail. Okay, so what do we got in chat?
It's hard to be open to just
Nothing. 7-0. That's the best chat right there. Nick takes it. All right.
No one saw the pandemic coming, and it changed everything. So things happen, and but yes, we do that. But
We do.
It's one thing to do
Oh, Kevin already commented.
and begin to think about what you might do in that case, but you don't act until you see much more than you see now.
Hey, don't forget coupon.
Don't forget. Shut up, me, Kevin. Stop selling your stupid freaking course, you jackass.
Increase for the Trumponomics course.
Shut up. Your Trumponomics course is not going to help anybody make any money. You're a loser.
Over at me, Kevin. Up.
I'm just kidding. I kind of like me, Kevin, low key, but I'm not going to spend money on a course.
With
Not his course.
characterization of the labor market in the statement today, would you say that that's even more so the case now?
But I like me, Kevin, guys. Seems like a nice guy.
We want to see further progress on inflation.
He's had a lot of trouble with his
The
kids.
story's there. It's
His kid, specifically, his little girl.
To see the data. At the end of the day,
She's all right now, though.
it comes down to 12
It's rough.
inflation because that takes
Super
out
rough.
seasonality issues that may exist. And we're just going to need to see that. We think we see the pathway for that to happen. One example, a key example, is that you now do see owner's equivalent rent and housing services, the way it's calculated for PCE. You see that coming down pretty steadily now.
Yeah.
And that's the place where most of the remaining gap is. In addition, a big part of the overrun, as you will know, was from non-market services, which don't tend to send much signal. So you can look through all that and think, okay, that then we seem to be set up for further progress. But being seen to set up for it is one thing, having it is another. So we're going to want to see further progress on inflation. Remember, we're not, we're under 2%, but our goal is 2%, and we do mean to get back sustainable 2%.
And in terms of the labor market,
You guys ready?
is that broadly, you said.
Wait till you join the challenge and you see what I do with this, with these custom settings with this indicator. It's going to blow your freaking mind.
Underlying indicators that are showing.
I haven't even shot the backtesting videos. I'm going to get off of this and shoot the backtesting videos for the trading challenge for those of you guys who join, and you're going to be blown away. I already just know it. I just know it. It's going to be sick. Very strict, tight rules. So you'll be very clear as to what you do with this indicator. Everybody. It's going to be awesome, dude. I'm stoked. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting.
You put your finger, though, on...
We have not broken out of that 15-minute range. So right now, sure, we're looking like we're trending up. If we break that range, it's game on. But see this blue line? We're going to wait. We're going to wait for that blue line to get tapped. And the idea is to go long on that blue line, okay? Simple, very simple. I'm going to go over the units of risk once we get closer to the trade. I'll shut him up. This is so boring. This is like, dude, super boring.
I'd say we watch those things
I'm bored.
quite carefully, but nonetheless...
I have a very short attention span, folks.
Look at the aggregate data in the labor market. It does seem to...
No links yet. No links. No links. Not yet. This will be only for Midas Touch members, period. And it's custom settings. You can go mess with the regular indicator. I have it on the channel and everything, but the settings I got are money.
Mr. Chairman, Edward Lawrence of Fox Business. Unemployment, you said there's a broad range of possibilities, but last September you said, quote, "We understand that there's been quite an influx of
Focus music,
and that has actually been one of the things that's allowed unemployment rate to rise. Now that the flow of the border has slowed and we're seeing deportations, how do you expect the unemployment rate to react?"
So what's happening is that the flows across the border have decreased very significantly, and there's every reason to expect that to continue. And so, but job creation has come down a bit too. So, if those two things come down together, that
Jeez Louise.
can be a reason for the unemployment rate to stabilize. In other words, the break-even rate, as population growth slows, the break-even rate that you need in new jobs to make make jobs for workers declines as well.
It's better with music.
That seems to be something about what's happening.
This makes Jerome look kind of cool with the music behind him.
Employment rate at a time when you've seen significant decline.
I want to ask you about Fed employment. I know that tax money is not used here, but Elon Musk alleges that the Fed is, quote, absurdly overstaffed. We've seen the executive branch push to reduce the federal workforce. I just want to get your reaction.
We run a very careful budget process. We're fully aware that with it, we owe that to the public, and we believe we do that. I've got no further comments.
He's pissed off.
Chris Rugaber at Associated Press. President Trump has said he will lower inflation by reducing gas and energy costs. Do you see such costs as a particular driver of inflation, and would lowering them have a dramatic effect?
Chris, I'm not going to react or discuss anything that any elected politician might say. So I'll give you.
Thank you. Well,
it's nice of him.
The Fed said it was withdrawing from the reading the financial system, even as we have significant wildfires in Los Angeles doing billions of dollars in damage. And of course, the NGFS, as you know, is a group to talk about how the financial system could address climate change. Many commentators did see the timing as political. Why did you leave that organization? Can you explain that decision?
Sure, I'd be glad. So we considered this, really at length, and we did decide to withdraw from the NGFS. And really, the reason is that the work that the NGFS does has broadened very significantly. Think about nature-related risks, biodiversity, and things like that.
Here we go, guys.
In addition, the work of the NGFS is in significant part intended to, and this is a quote, mobilize mainstream finance to support the transition toward a sustainable economy. So we joined to get the benefit of understanding what other central banks were doing and seeing research and things like that, I think this is just way beyond.
I got a hard 20-point stop on this.
And so we have quite narrow role, as I've said many times, and I think that
I'm looking for a runner.
activities of the NGFS are
Not gonna lie, I'm looking for a runner. She might come down a little bit more. If she does, I could potentially add. I'm going light on sizing though.
you know, the process, this process.
I'll show you my Trade Evade account once it's all good to go.
The decision to bring this to the board, you know, some months ago, the process just took time to get here, and this is when we got it and voted on it. So, and I'm aware of how it can look, but it was really not driven by politics. It was driven by kind of the disconnect between the work of the NGFS and our mandate. Other central banks have different mandates and belong to the NGFS. We have no criticism of them, but it just isn't. It's not right for the Fed.
All right, cool.
Thanks, Andrew Ackerman with the Washington Post. I'm wondering if you could talk more about what further progress would look like for consumers.
Well,
see if I can get this in.
2% inflation down to 2% sustainably is what we're trying to achieve. You know, we're somewhat above that, as you know, and you know we want to see serial readings that suggest that we're making further progress on inflation. That's what we want to see, and consumers will pick that up, of course, in the things that they buy at the grocery store or at the store.
The other thing I wanted to ask was just how far away you think you are from neutral.
Yeah, you can't know with any precision, of course.
We might be there.
I like to say that you know the neutral rate by its works. So I think at 4.3%, we're above pretty much everyone on the committee's estimates of the longer run neutral.
I know 7 day. It's been a long time, man. I've been talking about this for months and months, dude. So as that MA moves, you kind of have to move with it. So I wasn't really looking there. Almost the top. Pretty freaking close. So, man, look at that.
And I think we see
pretty damn close, right? I'm going to give it a mulligan myself. Going to take that trade off the board. You guys see it, though. As that MA moves up, though, as the EMA moves up, I should say, it. When I do back testing, okay, let me just be very clear. When I'm forward testing as well, I'm waiting for it to hit. So a lot of times the wick will be through the MA, but that's okay. That's okay. We just be patient. We got a blue line. That just means we're trending up. Momentum is up. We got VFL looking up above the last swing. These are things you can put together, and you're going to learn. I got a whole thing coming out with this thing, so it's going to be dope. The link is in the comments, pinned. Join the challenge. It's free to join our school group and then join the challenge. That interactive challenge is going to get released within the next 24 hours. I thought it was going to be released like right now. I was a little mistaken. We overlooked something and I had to go back and fix it. But it's going to be freaking awesome, dude. I'm excited. I'm kind of talking it up. It deserves the hype. Sorry.
Any deeper than that or get into any deeper into this set of issues today.
Okay, it's pretty straightforward so far.
Yeah, very straightforward. He's boring as hell today.
Two questions, if I may, on tariffs. First of all, we've seen global trade wars before, notably in 2019, last time around, but then we were in a very different place on both inflation and growth. If we see tariffs of the same sort of magnitude that we got then, which I know big if, what do you think might be different this time around?
I don't know.
And secondly, Tiff Macklem said there was no doubt that the threat of tariffs was a big driver of the cut by the Bank of Canada today. What sort of information would the Fed need to see on tariffs before it was willing to take such a preemptive move? Thank you.
Sorry.
What sort of information would you need to see on tariffs? Would you need to see a strategy, actual implementation, actual movement of inflation expectations before you're actually willing to change the path of monetary policy on the basis of it?
Yeah, so first of all, things are a little different now. We've just come through a high inflation period, and you can argue that both ways. You can say that companies have figured out that they do like to raise prices, but we also hear a lot from companies these days that consumers have really had it with price increases, and so I don't know how that shakes out. Nonetheless, we're coming through a situation where we're not quite back to 2%, and that's just different. In addition, you know, the kind of footprint of trade has changed a lot as trade is now spread around a bit. It's not as concentrated in China as it was. There's a lot more manufacturing that moved to Mexico and other places. So there are differences, and I just think the range of possibilities is very, very wide. We just don't know, and I don't want to start speculating, as tempting as it is, because we really don't know. And we didn't know, by the way, in 2000 and I guess 18. Yeah, let's go. And you know, the range of possibilities very, very wide.
I read this guy like a book.
We don't know for how long or how much, what countries. We don't know about retaliation. We don't know how it's going to transmit through the economy.
So we got sucked into the 15-minute range. We're just kind of chilling out right there. Obviously a little blue line below us. We're hitting the line right now, but I really want us to break out of that 15-minute range. I think this is a good idea for a setup for a really tiny scalp, only because this is our range. So technically peeling off like 10 points right here should be pretty easy to do if you get a good entry, and the entry is really the blue line, or it could be this little order block. Anywhere in here should provide a decent move. Problem is you don't know if it's going to run. So like as of right now, like if you did take that trade, if you're in it or whatever, as soon as you get about 5 points up, that already hit 10 points. Price is moving. Price is moving. All right. So you got to be very careful. These little 10-point scalps are, you know, kind of what we're going for. No bottom wick on this 1 minute, so we could pull down, right? Just the way that these candles open and the way that we see them form. But we should be able to do that. I don't know why this, because I paused it. Hey. Stupid. Yeah, so that hit. If you got into that, that's a W. Who got that W right there? A little 10 points, tiny scalp, guys. That would have been break even stop at 5 points, like I said. Taking the tiny, it went up like 14, 15 points from entry, and you had plenty of time. I know I got like a 3 to 5 second delay here. That was plenty of time off the blue line. That's the type of scalps that I've been very successful with. So as I roll this indicator out and show you guys how to use it, you're going to see it's very, very powerful in that way. Type W in chat if you got a W on that trade. I know somebody in here did, man. Y'all don't jump on here and just watch. I know the majority of you are trading. So you don't hold those trades though, man. And I warned you, if you hold it, you could get into yourself in a trouble. I'm not saying it's going to reverse, but we're trending up. We should push up. This should go up, okay? But should and will, and you know, we don't know. We don't know. So who got a tiny scalp off that? Anybody? All right, who's in drawdown because they didn't get out of the trade? Maybe that's a better question, yeah? Look, guys, so my take on today, just real quick, I'm going to pause this. And just give you my take, okay? I know we got a blue line on a 1 minute time frame. Let's switch over to the 5. All right, if you don't know this indicator, this is something I'm working on, and I've been working on for months now. I'm releasing it. Join the challenge. Link is in the description if you want to see more, because I will have this in the interactive backtesting videos. So you'll learn how to use it. It is very, very simple. There's a reason why I like it. I like it with the diverse, fluid money management system. Think of a stop loss as an amount of money that you're willing to lose. And think of the number right now. What's that number? What's the number for you? What is the number? Okay, because that's what a stop loss should represent. But instead of simply putting a tight little stop and then trying to, basically instead of putting a really tight stop with a low amount, like a 1% of your account, I want you to think of a number that would kind of hurt, you know, a little bit more. I'm going to say a little bit more risk. And say that number's 5%. Say it's 10%. So essentially, now what you do with this, I'm not going to go into all the training right now, but essentially you're going to measure what is the invalidation point. Meaning not just where you would put a stop like this, right? Like if I just put my stop behind this, I'm going short, and I'm just going to put this all the way down here because I don't believe in TP levels. I believe in trailing price. That's how you win. That's what all the greats did. That's what I do. And so it's a fluid money management system is what I'm saying. But the point is like, if this is invalidating this short up here, that should equal whatever dollar amount you came up in your head. The difference is that with this particular system, with this indicator, we're allowed to ladder order into our trades. So you take that dollar amount and you cut it in half. And then you cut it in half again. If you're looking at, and there's particular ways, or I should say there's particular things that happen on the chart where you're going to know when to add and when not to add. My voice is giving out. When to add and when not to add. And by knowing that, you'll be able to size up correctly. So it just helps. Okay, so we have a little bit of a blue line. Here's my take on the day. You see this blue box? All of this is contingent on what we call the 15-minute range. Now, you can see a 5-minute candle closed outside of that range right here. You see this right there? And what ended up happening? Well, price retraced a little bit, but what direction has it been going in, right? Down. Now, I know a lot of traders are going to look at this. They're going to go, oh, change of character. And I'll mark this out. On a 5-minute, you're right. You're right. We got to change of character. And why is it not here? Why is it not there? Little bit of training involved right here if you guys want to learn something. So a lot of traders would just say that's a change of character right there. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, right? That's what a lot of traders would do. They would look at this point right here and say, okay, that's a change of character. Well, if you watch my structure video that I just released, like a 3-minute video, you'll see that we go from the lowest or highest point on the chart. So what's the lowest or highest point next to price on the chart in your visible range right here? It's down here, right? What created the low? There's always a question mark. What created that low? We'll turn this off just for a second. What created that low? So we have this mark right here. This is the low. What created it? This high. How do I know? Well, we have 3 candle pullback rule. So 3 candles going up. And so that's my range. That's my range right there. So there, where that candle closes a body above is my range. So the chalk, right, is not there. That's internal structure. That's a break of structure. This is my change of character up there. That's a higher high. Price is coming back to what? To a shelf. Good job. Good job. I know. I heard you say it. I heard it. But I am the king of shelves, if you don't already know, the shelf method. And this is how we're getting so many wins. We're using this method for a lot of different, and it's not the breaker. It's not, don't get it confused. Not just the fair value gap or the breaker. It's the shelf. You don't know, go watch the videos. All right. Or just join the challenge group. The link is pinned. Maybe it's because it's raining here today. I don't know what's going on with my stream quality and all this crap. I'm getting error message saying that there's not enough data going to this and that. What the heck, man? I don't know what's happening. But anyways, okay, so this is the 5-minute time frame. Let's go to the 15. Notice we closed the 15-minute candle below the 15-minute range. So my direction for the day, even though we broke structure going up, this is ridiculous, guys. I'm literally going insane right now with this internet connection crap. Hold on. I can't see any comments. I can't. This is ridiculous, man. Maybe I should just... I can't see any comments. Oh, shut up. All right. Now I can see comments. I got to do it from my phone. It's crazy. My computer's like on the fritz. Oh, you might be right. It is Bookmap, isn't it? All right, I'll kill Bookmap a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Okay, so anyways, my point is I know a lot of you guys, let's do a little game. Who thinks price is going up? Who thinks price is going down? Let's play a little game here. I'm going to actually start a poll. I know I don't want to give you my take until we do the poll. I want to see what you guys think first, and then I'll give you my opinion. But I do want to see. Look at this, 100% up. It's awesome. That's cool. This is going to be good. When I tell you what I think, it's going to be really good. Nice. Put your votes in, peeps. There you go. Got 10 votes so far. Got like 20 people in here. So put your votes in. Down. Okay, so 7 days is up. David says down over the hour. Fred says up. What up, Tim? Tim in the house. Nice. Fred, I'm buffering. God, I'm sorry, guys. If this is like super frustrating on my side. I'm just gonna kill like everything over here. Let's see if this works. No music for right now. Sorry. This is what it is. I'm gonna see if I can get this to get back to the good standing here. Not sure what to do. I literally cannot show anything. I have to close out everything to see if I can get this going. I think it's my internet, man. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know. It's raining here. Maybe that's something. It's never happens once in a blue moon. So it is what it is, but I'm not happy about it. Maybe it's MT4 as well. Like I got MT4 open. I had Bookmap. I have 3 trading view things. I do have a crap load of stuff open. Damn. Yeah, it's Mike hour. Let's go, baby. The power hour. Let's go. Yeah, smash the like button if you're ready for the power hour. I do think that we could get a potential clear direction here. I know we have 62% of the room says up. There's only 16 votes. You guys put your vote in. Let me know what direction you think price is going in. The majority always wins, right? Not always. That's right. Jeez.
With Market News International. Chair Powell,
I think price is going. Ready? Drum roll. Drum roll. Drum roll. What do we call that? That's called a range. I think if we're gonna go somewhere, we're going down. I'm gonna put the arrow on the chart because it's my chart. I can do that. So I think we go match these lows and probably break through them. And there's a reason for this, guys. I'll put this right here. I'll put this as a support level for now till it gets broken. Then we're going to go through it and go down even further. Does that kill everyone's dreams? I'm sorry. You're a winner. I win. Hey, man, I'm not always right, so don't hold me to it. If there was like a door and you could see the door and price goes in the opposite direction and I run out the door and then leave you here, that's what's going to happen if I'm wrong. I think it's because it's raining here, guys. I don't know, man. I'm sorry if I'm buffering or something. I don't know what that was the problem. I think if it's going to choose a direction, we go down. The other possibility is up. And the other possibility is sideways. Isn't that crazy? So look, I know exactly what the market's going to do every time. I'm 100% right every single day because I know it's either going to go up, down, or sideways. It's genius, right? But I do think we go down. And why do I think that? Well, do you want to know? I mean, do you even care? Or do you probably don't. You don't want to know. You just want to know, how do I get into a trade, right? here's the thing. The market's in a range right now. It's in between the 15-minute range, and we got to respect that. That's the opening range. If you were a DR, IDR trader, you're going to go here because that's like the 10 o'clock. And we're in between that range as well, man. We're inside of that range as well. It did not respect the DR, IDR. Don't think I don't know ICT concepts, y'all. Come on, man. I know some stuff. You know. Anyways, I like the 15-minute range better for my own reasons. You don't have to agree. But anyways, that shows the direction for the day. And at the end of the day, I need to respect what I know tends to work out majority of the time. I would say over 60% of the time. And what ends up working out over 60% of the time is either a range or we continue in the direction of that break. Okay, so there's a slight edge right now to the downside. I also know that structure was down for the majority of the day, pretty much all day. And we did break that 15-minute structure to the upside, but let's go to a higher time frame. Let's see if that holds up on a higher time frame, right? That's Bitcoin. I don't want to see Bitcoin. Let's go to the 1 hour. Did structure break on a 1 hour? What do you think? The answer is no. Here's the 3-candle pullback rule right over here. So there's the 3 candles, right? Boom. There's your high. There's your low. That's your range. Don't you love this, guys? Smash the like button if you get value again. Mikey Mike with the teaching again. I just find myself going into it. I don't know why. Because I love it, bro. I love it that much. Trading has changed my life, and I love it. And I want it to change yours as well. And I truly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, hope that as many of you in here find success trading. But I also know it is a brutal road to get to a place of consistent profitability. And all it takes is practice, though. It's just like go pick up an instrument that you've never played before. You think you're going to go play a show tomorrow? No, right? So just keep that in mind, man. Here comes price. Just like I said, we're more likely to go down, guys. Now, what happened on the 1 hour time frame, right? So you got to ask yourself, here's the high, right? In your visible range, we can zoom out in your visible range. What's the highest high closest to price or lowest low? I know you're looking there. Bam. I know we didn't want to say it. We didn't want to point it out, but that is the, oh my gosh. And now you have to ask yourself a horrible question. What created that, right? And you got to go all the way up here, dude. Oh my gosh. What a horrendous dump, right? And now you know, that's when he effed up. Now you know you're in a crazy large, you're in between a higher time frame range. Here's your low, here's your high, and that is the range on a higher time frame, right? So this is internal structure. So guess what? It's a BOS. All right. So BOS on a 1 hour, not a change of character, a BOS. So what does this mean? This means you're not really trending. You can still trade it, but you're not really trending. You're breaking structure inside of a larger, higher time frame range. If this was my visible range, this would be a change of character, right? If I didn't know what was over to the left. So it still matters. It's just on a bigger time frame, it doesn't really matter. And on a bigger time frame, like a weekly, do you even want to see that? Probably not. I gave you the direction of what I think. I can't really do much more than that right now. So that's pretty much it. We got 22 people in here, 16 likes. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. That's awesome. That's why I get in here every day to turn it up, baby. If I'm going to trade, I might as well do it live. So we have a little bit of support down here. And the only reason why I'm marking this support area is because on a lower time frame, like this 5 minute, I could see a case for a price coming back down. And just like this morning, very similar structure, price comes back down. We don't have lower highs with a flat bottom low. So that to me suggests that a price comes down aggressively with one candle, how it opens matters, right? So if we could get a low, opening low, maybe a 15-minute low. He's off the stage. So let's see what happens. We got 40 minutes to the market closes. I don't know, man. Who you going to see? I'm going to meet Kevin off because he's annoying the crap out of me right now. Anyways, so if I saw a candle fly down here and kind of tap this area, I would definitely buy. I'd be buying. And the reason why is because I think this could act as like a temporary support. You might get a little scalp. This could be a potential area for a scalp trade. Depends on how the candle forms. And that goes into candle theory. I'm definitely not going to teach that right now. But again, I'm hosting the interactive challenge. The link is in the description. Come into the challenge, check it out. It's meant to just give you as much value as possible. That's really what it's meant to do. And there will be some of you that take that and run with it and become profitable traders off it, honestly. And then you're going to be in here, you're going to be chatting and be like, damn, like, amazing. And I'm so happy that, you know, I learned this. And there's so many reviews that I've gotten from Trustpilot and amazing stories from people. But like, there's going to be a group of you that actually just want to like take it to another level. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Like really train, you know, really dive in and be around other people that are of the same mindset. You know what I mean? It depends. That may not be you. That's fine. But if you are that person and you thrive around, like, I don't know, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Have you ever heard that saying? So like if you thrive around being around people who are also serious, then you want to find a community of a real community, not a freaking Telegram group or some BS Discord group, but like a real community. And that's what we built on school. And so I show you that in the challenge too, man. So no hiding from it, you know, it is what it is. But there are going to be some people who want to continue and some people that are full, their bellies are full. They're like, hey, I got everything I could get out of this. It's cool. I'm done. And trading's hard. So you could follow somebody successful and still lose. I did the first couple of months that I followed my mentor because I wasn't used to ladder ordering. I wasn't used to like DCA, like as I call DCA. But I say ladder ordering because for those of you who don't know, because it's a specific strategy, but I was messed up, man. First couple of months following him, I was screwed up, dude. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was oversizing, like getting myself into so much trouble. But, yeah, he set me straight, man. Slapped me around a little bit. He's an older dude, retired, was a pilot for like 30 years. And, anyways, great dude. And he just showed me what he did. And that doesn't mean I'm profitable, but I took the concepts that he gave me and I was like, dude, I could really use this in my own trading, right? I could really develop something around this. And that's exactly what happened. That's why you hear like, you know, some people, like I'm not a huge fan of ICT personally, like the guy. I think he's a phony personally, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean that like he didn't drop value bombs for people and people aren't successful from it. That doesn't mean anything, right? It really doesn't. And it's so funny. I just want to say this too. This is interesting. Just like a little twist on this, right? Like a little twist on this. How come we can like be okay with like NBA coaches and NFL coaches who never really like Greg Popovich, right? Spurs coach, right? From the San Antonio Spurs. Or that might be a bad example. I think he did play college, maybe barely. You know what? That might be a bad, but you know, there are coaches, guys, where they never played college ball, dude, and they won championships. So like my analogy is like, can you be a good coach and a bad trader? You know, and like, I'm not the best trader in the world. Like I will be the first one to say it, dude. I just do it live. I do it transparently and like I am who I am. So you're either going to like kind of like my vibe or not, right? I'm a Christian. I have a family and I don't just say that to say it like, oh, I'm Christian. It's just like, that's my belief. You're going to hear me say stuff. You're going to hear me mess up and curse sometimes, but you're also going to hear me say stuff about politics that you don't like. I like Trump. I like this administration. I like the fact that we shut down the border. I like the fact that I'm seeing what I'm seeing in the politic world right now. But does that affect my trading? No, right? But that's who I am. If you don't like it, okay, there's plenty of other people out there to follow and go learn from. But like my point is how can you be a good coach but not a profitable trader? And you know what, man? I don't know. Like I think like this guy ICT, those Michael guy, I think he kind of proved it in a lot of ways. In my opinion, I don't think he's a very good trader, like with his own money. I mean, he like wiped out the Robbins Cup challenge. Like he's like lost like 98%. I think he's done with the Robbins Cup, and multiple times, right? He has not really proved anything, like faked payouts and stuff. So like it's weird, right? So, but he taught so many people how to trade. Does that make sense? It's like, because in trading, it's like you take what somebody says and you wrap it into something that you develop. I don't know, after so much time that you spend on the charts, even if I showed you what I do, which I'm going, that's the interactive challenge, join the challenge. Once again, it's in the pinned description, right? But even if you came in and did that, are you going to be like successful right out the gate? I don't know. It's probably not. It's probably the fact that you're going to have to like really, really, really study the charts. But why is it that we're like, oh, you can't trade, so you're not a good teacher? But it's okay for like NBA coaches to do it, and NFL, and like the list goes on. What the hell? What? Like what? It's weird, right? Isn't that weird? I think it's a little weird, man. Is it not the same? It's all strategy. Does that make sense? Maybe put your thoughts in the chat if you have a thought on that. I think about that. I'm like, you know what? Why do we go down? Why are we so hard on the guys that aren't doing it live like me? What if they're not as good as me, but they're really good teacher? I don't know. Okay, so sorry that I don't even have chat up here. I gotta look at my phone. Sorry, guys. Let me get to my phone. We're going to look and see. Right now, we're pushing up to the high of that range. If we break the 15-minute range to go long, I might have to change my point of view on the day, but we'll see. All right, unplugging. Let's see. Dude, 7-day. Calm down. Ishmael, calm down, bro. 4 scalps, 4 wins. Calm down. Okay? Calm down. Panhandle. I like you, Mike. Politics affects trading, does it? I don't think so. But it doesn't affect right, we agree. We don't change our rules based on, dude, I'm not a bad reader. It's just my eyes, man. I got to go get my eyes checked, guys. Based on who is arguing in the Senate. Right, we don't change our rules. That's correct. Timothy, Tim, what up? Why do people always say that about Michael when he traded a real account for the entire year in 2022 and share all the broker statements? Yeah, bro, I don't know, man. You know what, Tim? It's more about just like seeing everything about a person. You know what I mean? So there's some videos out there that actually show some pretty bad stuff about Mike. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I say it about him because it's a fact. Like he totally faked a withdrawal and then tried to play it off. Just his whole attitude. I just think I don't know, man. He hasn't really proven not much of anything, bro. Like his excuses for losing the Robbins Cup, people copy trading him so his slippage is off. Like, come on, bro. He meant to go down 94% on his account. You have to watch some videos on him so you get a better understanding of what I'm saying. I don't really give a shit. I want to be very clear. I don't really care. The question was, can you be a bad trader but a good teacher? And I was just throwing his name out there because a lot of people would agree and say that he hasn't really proven anything. Like, if anything, Patrick Whalen has proven more on stream, right? He's at least trading, like you can see the transparency. And my question to you guys, do you even need it? Do you even want it? Does it even matter? Like, what if I just traded a demo account in here? Would you care? I think people care because trading a demo account. Okay, think about it like this. Check this out. Here's another concept for you. You guys ready? If you can handle the truth, I'm going to drop this concept and then you guys tell me what you think. But this is really interesting if you think about this. How many people in here, just as like let me see, like type 1 if you agree, type 2 if you disagree. It's easier to become profitable on a demo account than a live account. 1, if you agree, 2, if you disagree. Let me just get a feel for the room. Do you agree with that or not? Timothy says, just so it doesn't get buried. Is it just that they are repeating what they heard? Probably, Tim. Bro, I don't even know, man. To be honest with you, I don't know. But this is an interesting concept, bro. Check this out. Because, dude, ICT has like a boatload of information out there. It can't all be just for nothing, bro. A lot of people have ICT concepts and they're like, they trade with it and they're successful. So I'm not saying it's all bad. So check this out, man. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not that at all, Tim. Tons of stuff about ICT I use in my trading. I didn't realize it was him. I never even heard of the guy until the beginning of last year. Believe it or not, I've been trading 8 years. I never heard of ICT. It was like February of 2024. I was trading the unicorn model, like the ICT unicorn model. I call it the one strat for life now, because we have some unique like money management that we put to it. But I had no idea that he calls it the unicorn model and it's like an ICT strategy. I was like, what the fuck, it isn't. I came up like, I was like, dude, I thought of this, but I didn't. And there's nothing original in trading, bro. It's all been done before, right? So I didn't even know who the guy was. But again, I love that model. I think it's one of the best models out there, but he's got like 80 models or something, you know? So it's like, those are what I call tools in the tool belt. If you can be consistently profitable with it, cool. All right, 1, if you agree, 2, if you disagree. It's easier to become profitable on a demo account than it is in a live account. Do you agree or not, guys? I'm seeing a lot of 1s, so you guys agree. Everyone agrees? No 2s? I just want to give a little bit of a chance here because we don't have that many people. I didn't put a poll up. I'm just kind of seeing like the feel for the room. I can tell 1 is in the lead. So everyone pretty much agrees that it's easier to become profitable on a demo account. Does anyone not agree? Type 2 if you disagree with that. I'll give it like 5 seconds and then I'll make my point. So if it's easier to become profitable on a demo account, right? Why wouldn't you want to follow someone who's just trading a demo account who like crushes it with the demo accounts? That's all I was going to say. Why wouldn't you want me to trade with the demo account? Dude, if it's more profitable and it's easier to become profitable, why wouldn't you want me to trade a demo account in here? I'm just asking. What? You know? So, dude, I don't know what to say. If I was trading a demo account, I mean, wouldn't those, if it was, it's because, I mean, you could, the stats are right there. Go look at all the 1s. Everyone agrees, bro. But people want to see skin in the game. That's the difference. And I've kind of boiled it down to this. If you're a coach coaching a team, we don't expect you to be on the playing field. We expect you to coach the team correctly, get star players, and so it's a different aspect. When you are a trader, you are the player. And if you're trying to coach and play, you got your work cut out for you. So it's expected to be a good player if you're a trading coach trying to teach people, anything like that, right? And the motivation behind it stems from making, first, just the idea of, you know what? This is my motivation. I don't know if this is everybody's. I don't believe this is everybody's, but this is my motivation. I've done pretty damn well the last 4 years. It would be nice to see other people like crush it. And if I don't have to trade all the time and I can teach and do one-on-ones and get people profitable, and, you know, like I showed the wall of love earlier, like we have all these Trustpilot reviews. I'm really proud of everybody in our group and like taking action. If I can get them going, I know it'll come back tenfold, whether that's in the form of money, whether that's in the form of just building the community that everyone appreciates, right? I know it'll come back. But yeah, the extra income on the side that you can make from getting on YouTube, selling a course, even if it's $100, whatever it is, can be extremely substantial, but it all lingers on one thing. And that is, are you a good trader? And it's a tough question to ask. When I first started to teach in the Midas Touch, I was featured on James Pelton. We had all these people coming in from James Pelton's community. And then we went on his YouTube channel like 5 times. And I quickly realized when I was trading, like what people want to see is that they want to see your live money. They want to see your actual money. They don't want to see a demo account. You know, the demo account is not exciting and there's no skin in the game. However, what's hilarious to me, and just to go back to the question, is that it's probably easier, and I think everyone would pretty much agree that it's easier to be profitable on a demo. So why wouldn't you want to follow somebody who's trading a demo and just copy their, I mean, you see the irony, right? You see the irony? I'm sure you see it. Okay, anyways. Price is at the top of the range. We got about 20 minutes to go. We might or may not break out. This is looking pretty bleak right now. The volume is still there. We do have volume, just nothing's really happening. I'm not taking a trade inside of this range right now. We haven't really broken out. I had an idea for price coming down here. Hasn't really planned out. Like I said, I think we have more chances of going down and ending low for the day than ending high, based on just how the morning played out, how this, little bit of a impulse to the downside. Like if I zoom out, one of the things I teach and try to show, because I think it's really interesting. And I think if you went and did, some back testing, I could scroll back here for you guys right now if you want to see it. But when you see impulses, here you can see this nice impulse to the upside. It's usually followed through. There's usually a follow through with these impulses. And I just think it's really an interesting thing to go back and start looking like, this impulse down was nothing compared to the impulse up. That's like, I call it dragon's breath, right? Where it's just like, it's burning, just fiery flames, burning everything in its path. And so here you have this dragon's breath up, and then, you have a shelf, you can identify structure, fair value gap, and it follows through, man. And a lot of times you just see these impulse candles, we call them impulse candles. And when you see them, you have to respect them. So let me show you what I mean and why on a higher time frame, I'm just not sold that we're going up yet. Where's the impulse, guys? Like, find the impulse. You look, use your eyes, find the impulse. Right? You do it. I'm not trying to tell you. You do it. Right? You see it? Just getting a little bit more in view here in the top of the right. Do you see the impulse, guys? Do you see it, right? So the impulse to me, anyways, right, is here. That's a beautiful impulse. You see that? So, yeah, I agree with you, Tim. It's in the middle of that. It's ugly right now, bro. We're probably going to end up there and in the middle somewhere. I'm definitely, we might see like that extension in the overnight session. You know how sometimes if we get, I don't know if today's news was good, but I don't know how the market is going to take the news. Honestly, there's no real news. It's as expected. There's no rate change. Powell is boring. We got no new information. So no news is, I guess, good news, This is BTC, right? So we have an impulse down. Where do you think price is most likely to go? Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart over here. Actually, the 1 hour chart, sorry, on the Nasdaq. What do you see? Where's the impulse? Right? Where's the impulse? I hope this kind of makes sense in a way. Like, you want to backtest this and study this a little bit and just go back and see. When you see impulse candles, right? Multiple. Is there a follow through? Even if there's a fade back, right? That's your entry. That fade back will be the entry, right? But is there follow through? So look at this impulse, man. Like on the Nasdaq, look at that impulse. Sick. You don't think there's going to be any follow through? I don't know, man. I find it very hard to believe right now. So, so that's why I'm more bearish overall, to be honest with you. For marketing, I like the take 500 to 2K, 1,000 to 5K. I think people can get behind a relatively low barrier to entry with nice goals that blow away standard investments. I totally agree, bro. Totally agree. Did somebody say something else about it? Yeah. Here's the thing about it, man. Prop firms are so sexy for traders right now. And, like I keep using his name, but like Patrick Wayland is like, start with props first, get your payout. And then go to a live account, you know what I mean? So I would love to prove that model and take a payout. And that's why I changed like the title, 10K 10K challenge day 1. It's supposed to say 0 to 10K, but okay. 0 to 10K challenge. I got to change the titles. But yeah, the idea is that I'm starting with the prop firm. We'll see. It's been almost 60 days. I have not made money. So I'm in this position of like, I'm basically trading a demo account, if that makes sense. That's what these prop firms give you. They're demo accounts, right? Now, I did trade my cash account earlier today, and there are people in my private group that are in here. Y'all know that we traded the cash account. There is a reason how they know. I'm not going to give it away, but they know that we got some trades off in the cash account. So basically, I'm trading a little bit on the side. I'm just not making awesome money because my primary objective right now is to, I put a $256,000 account on pause, basically, where I was consistently making anywhere from 10 to 25, 30K a month, and some months even more. But like I paused that because I just want to focus on prop. And so I put 15K into another account where I can go a little bit more aggressive. Everyone saw my payout from, it was $640,000 payout. And I had built up that account, man. And I was getting nervous. Like when you build up an account, dude, I was getting so nervous. I would get into trades and instantly be down $500. And it hit me how much $500 means to my family and my life. And, when you start growing, like if it's a prop account, who gives a shit? It's their money. I don't care. But when it's your own money and you're down $8,000, $10,000, and like literally that's like 1% of the account. You know what I mean? That's wild money. I've never really dealt with that kind of money. So I had to rein it back. I was like, I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be trading live. There's a lot going on. I don't want to screw it up. And I had a couple screw ups. So I was like, I don't even trust myself with this money in here. Agree. Okay. Got it. Just reading the comments. So yeah, we're still in this range. I think Tim is right. I think we're just going to range here for a minute. If anything, we might break down the last 20 minutes of the day, but we'll see it through. And then I'm out. I'm out, dog. Yeah, I'm going to see it through to the end, to the close, and then that'll be all she wrote. Yeah, just in this range is ugly price action. Not really interested in doing anything right here. And sometimes no trading is the winning method. You know what I mean? You can't lose what you don't have in the market. That shelf is being respected there on that 5, isn't it? It's a 15-minute shelf as well. Huge fair value gap. So here's the fair value gap on the 15. I'm going to mark out the 15-minute fair value gap. And, hey, look, I don't think it's going to happen. But if we end up dumping and inversing this 15-minute, I could get behind maybe a lower move. But right now she's holding strong up here. So yeah, after we hop off here, we'll see if we find a trade. We may or may not. It's really a dangerous place to trade. In my opinion, this area, you could just take a stab, but I don't know what you'd be taking a stab on. Nothing that I see, man, in between this 15-minute range is dangerous. But I was going to say, I'm going to make a few adjustments to the interactive trading challenge, and then I'm going to post it and let everybody in. There's like 48 people in there. So I'm really excited for that. Like I'm looking for an excuse to get off stream with you guys, but I told you I'm staying till the close for power hour. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, I'm really pumped to just get this challenge launched. It'll probably be this evening, maybe tonight. I just worked out a spreadsheet to determine your risk sizing. So it's pretty cool, and I think it's actually going to be pretty useful for a lot of people, whether you're trading futures or CFDs. I got both calculations in there. It's pretty cool. Oh, man. Overall markets, let's see. What is anything else doing? Anything else? 5% down for NVIDIA today. Damn. That's crazy. So what is that? 20% in 2 days? No, she went 17%. No, wait, hold on. 1 hour. Oh, shoot. Damn. Wow. Wow. Hold on. That's from the top, huh? Wow. Dang, man. She's way down. So 18%, a little bit of a rebound, and then another down day for Nvidia. That sucks. Well, I don't know if Nvidia is gonna pull through this year. Maybe she fades back. Yo, that DeepSeek company just destroyed all metrics. That's the problem. Now they're saying it was a scam, possibly. I don't know. Anybody hearing any news on that? Like, supposedly it's a scam, and like there was a hedge fund manager involved, and they put out the information so that they were shorting Nvidia, and somebody made billions of dollars. You guys hear about this? I don't know how true that is or what's true, but that's what I'm hearing. Word on the street, dog. Word on the street is that somebody made billions of dollars shorting Nvidia and put out DeepSeek, when reality is they used like American made stuff to get all of their data, evidently. Chris says, when it comes to Chinese financials, you can't trust anything. I agree. I'm definitely. Yeah, bro, Tim, I've had those talks. I've had a talk like that. The largest loss in a day for me that I can remember was $80,000, bro. And you know what hurts worse than the 80 grand, believe it or not, is the night, like 2 nights before or the night before, it was like the same weekend, within the same weekend, I turned like 20,000 into 120,000. It's wild times. And then I lost it all, bro. I lost the 80 grand, and then I totally lost my shit and just, I didn't even care about the rest. It's so bad, bro. It's like watching like fake numbers on the screen. You know what I mean? Like if you're playing poker, you have these chips and it's not real money. So it's so easy to just, F it, you know? I'm all in. I'm all in. That's how I felt. Then I lost it all. And my wife, I mean, I remember the night. That's how crazy it was. I remember the night. My buddy Ben came over, and I was so excited. And I even FaceTimed him, bro. When I won like 70 grand. Dude, I FaceTimed my buddy Ben. And, you know, he was, I'm not gonna get into it. But anyways, he was really like stoked for me. You know, he was like, damn, I can't believe that. It's crazy. That's awesome. Good for you, bro. You know, he was really stoked. And I was trading crypto, making so much money in crypto. Like this money was just fun money. And I showed him, and he's like, damn, that's crazy. And then he came over to the house, and I had the laptop open, you know, and we have this little island downstairs. And I was like, so yeah, bro. So anyways, I had it open with like 80, I had like 120,000 showing with the win underneath. I was like, yeah, bro. So yeah, I just trade, I just click buttons, and, you know, I'm doing well in crypto, you know, so and I'm all like, you know, just excited more than anything, you know, and he was excited for me and with me. And I was like, yeah, bro, it's this trading thing. I'm telling you, dude, I've figured it out. I figured it out, bro. How many times we all figured that you figured it out, right? Thought that you figured it out. And so like, oh man, the next day was a loss. Did I FaceTime him when I was down? Hell no. I just wiped my account out, and like, it was just the worst feeling ever, dude. I didn't trade for a while, at least a couple hours. That's how it is though. You're like, that's how it is. You're like, I'm not gonna trade anymore today. This is bullshit. I lost, whatever. You're like, I'm gonna close and you close the laptop, right? And you walk away. You're thinking about stuff. You're like, I know why I messed that up. I know why I messed that up. Yeah, it was because of that. I need to go back test. At least I'll back test. You open it up, the chart's still there, it's running real time. You're like, oh, this looks like a good move. I gotta deposit some money. That's how I gotta deposit some more money. And then you find yourself trading again, man. That's how I was. This was extra money for me. I got lucky in that regard. I was doing really well. I can't imagine being in a tight situation and trading that's why I tell people, just trade on a freaking demo account, bro. Like, make sure that you're trading on a demo with tight rules, that you understand that when you transfer over to a live account, There's no difference. You're not going to change anything. And you need, I know this is crazy. I'm going to watch the count, right? What do we got? 25 people in here? Watch people leave when I say this. You ready? You ready? Watch it. This is hilarious. You need about 1,500 trades for your back test. In order for you to know that that is an edge, you need at least 1,500 trades. And if you don't have 1,500 trades, you're fucking up. Period. I'm waiting for the count to go down. We have 25 hardcore people in here that know what's up. Really? We have 25 real people, real traders in here. That's what's up then. All right. Yeah, bro, that's just the tip of the iceberg, Tim. But you know what's freaking hilarious is when I go on Instagram, and I'm not going to name names, but there are people that I know make hundreds of thousands of dollars from their little private group and everything. And bro, it's sickening. I'm not going to call any names, but I saw this post. I want to say the name so freaking bad, dude, because I want to sort of punch this kid in his face just a little bit, just because he's annoying. But anyways, he posts a screenshot of, I'm not even going to say the percentage because I don't want any backlash because whatever, but it shows like above a 90% win rate, okay? If you blow the image up, you take a look, 18 trades. Bro, what? And this is a guy who a shitload of people follow and a shitload of people respect, think he's dope. He's got a little strategy that he claims he's a king of. I'm the king of shelves, dog. But anyways, 18 trades, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And then I basically posted on X my breakdown inside of my back test where I have 1.6 thousand trades and a 66% win rate, which is really high. It's really good. And I'm very proud of that. So go F yourself, bro, with the freaking 18 trades. Get out of here, bro. This is stupid. What the fuck? Anyways, okay. Interesting. Yeah. So what is price doing? Price is breaking the shelf. Okay. Y'all are gonna. I don't have any words right now. I don't get how that just happened, but okay. There's so many people out there. How did y'all distill that down to one per? That's crazy. Anyways, all right. Yeah. So long story short, bro, is like, look, if you're good at what you do and if you can capitalize on it, then go ahead, dude. Why not? Let's do it. But the reality is, most people are not going to. Yeah, several claim. You're absolutely right, bro. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I'm not even claiming that I do it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not even claiming anything. I'm just telling you need a shitload of back tests. Every time I say that, I lose people in the stream. Every single time I say you need more than at least 1,500 trades. Every single time. Maybe it's because I'm giving you the disclaimer of like, watch people leave, watch the count. And that's why people aren't leaving, which is hilarious to me. But most people just, they want the easy road, and there's no easy road. That's all. That's all I'm trying to get at, man. Don't show me 18 trades and then say you have a 90% win rate. I'm sorry. That's just stupid. Like, in one back test, you can be profitable, bro. Yes. Just like if I have a bot, you guys know what trading bots are? Well, I have messed around with a lot of them. And a lot of times it depends on your start date. If you start at this date, you're successful. If you start at this date, it wrecks. Does that make sense? And you could start from 10 dates in a row and it's all gravy. It's all good 10 times in a row. And then that one time you start from this date and it wrecks. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. If you know about trading bots, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So in a backtest situation where, especially if it's more mechanical, and I hate saying that because I get a lot of backlash, but if it's a little bit more mechanical with a hard stop, I do find a lot of times it's very, very, very difficult for new traders to get profitable with that. And there's a reason, and the reason is you got to have stellar entries, man. It is about your entry. It is a lot about your entry. Whereas if you have a little bit more wiggle room with stop, and I can show you a more diverse money management system like the hedge funds use, like money managers use, like every bank uses. And yes, it's something a lot of people would say breaks a lot of the rules. But guess what, man? I've made way more money breaking the rules than following them. Way more. So anyways, I just find it's a lot easier for people to get profitable in that way, or just tiny scalps like we've been doing in here, like the tiny scalps. Somebody said they had like 4 and 4 today. So yeah, paid for 1 to be matched. Sorry, I'm catching up on your chats. Yeah, dude, people want it easy, Tim. You already know. You already know, bro. Blow accounts in days. That's me. Bro, Ishmael, you already put in here you have 4 scalps and 4 W's. Why? Like, you have nothing more to prove today, bro. Like, congratulations. Congratulations. All right, we got like 2 minutes before the market closes. You remember, I always say like you got about 10, 15 minutes after the market closes to basically see volatility die. We're basically ranging. We're going to be stopping up here. I'm going to just head out a little tiny bit, 2 minutes early, guys. There's nothing more to say. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel. Also, 4-day, I'm sorry, not the 4-day, the interactive challenge is up at the top. Join the school group for free. And then I'm going to be letting people into that challenge, hopefully tonight or tomorrow morning by the latest. And man, appreciate you guys rocking with me, dude. Tim, good to see you. Everyone else, good to see you. And I'll see you tomorrow morning live, 7:30 a.m. for the news. We have news tomorrow, just a heads up. What is the news tomorrow? Go to forexfactory.com and find out. Let's see. I know unemployment, right? Unemployment and advanced GDP, Q over Q. Yeah, we might move. I think we're going to have a nice London session tonight, but don't mark my words. Okay, later, guys. Peace.